All right, so today we're going to be covering the HomeSpotter app. HomeSpotter is what we like to call a client agent share app. There is absolutely a client side that you can invite them to. There is an agent side that has more detail, more confidential information, which is amazing. So we're going to talk about downloading that incredible app. We're going to talk about a spot function today, and that's just a function that will allow you to find properties around you. Your contacts, you'll have your contacts in here. We'll talk about the interactive chat, searching and how to save those searches, and your various different search results that you can get from your different searches. So let's go ahead and jump on in. And one thing I am going to do, and give me just a minute, sometimes it takes a second for me to do this, and let me, and I apologize here. Sometimes my screen sharing tool likes to not work, and that's my dog Cooper, by the way, if you're seeing him on my screen right now. He likes to wear glasses for cookies. So give me just a second, and I'm just hooking up with my program here so I can share my screen with you guys. And let's go ahead and do this. Let me see here. There we go. Almost there, I promise you. All right, there we go. There's Cooper again. All right, so how we download this. If we are on, and I'm on an iPhone 7, you guys. So if you are on an iPhone, we have access to our App Store. It's right here. So you're going to see that. That's your little blue A right here. So we can get access to that. If you're on an Android, it will be your Google Play Store that you'll have to access to download this program. So if I go into my App Store, all I have to do, and you can see I already have it pulled up, it's HomeSpotter Real Estate, but actually from the search, and that is your lower here, you're going to see right-hand corner of the app, I have my little search, and I absolutely could touch on that and type in HomeSpotter right up here like I've already done, click search, and it is going to pull that up. So you can see it says open, and it would absolutely launch that app right away for me. Now, if I close out of this screen, what you're going to see here is if I keep all my real estate related apps on one page, and of course you could, categorize those or move them around as you'd like. But I have my HomeSpotter right here, and you're going to see it is in the very upper right-hand corner of my screen. It's a little black square, kind of with an orangish red house in it, and that's what we're going to be going over today. So I'm going to tap on that, and I'm going to launch that here. And let's just go back to our home page here. So I want to take you for a tour of this really great app. So first and foremost, you're going to see we have a hamburger menu on the upper, and it is called a hamburger menu, believe it or not, on the upper left-hand corner of your screen. So within that menu, there are lots of functions that you can do. We can go in and we can edit our profile. So here we can, if we have to edit, we want to change name or whatnot, you can see I can receive notifications for activity, and that's saved or favorited homes or saved searches. We'll talk about that in just a few moments here. If I touch my photo at the top, I can edit that. I can take a photo. The important part of the photo, you guys, is when you have updated your profile, when you shared this app with a client, it will show your photograph. It will brand it to you. So you absolutely, for that facial recognition, you want to get that information in there. So that's a little edit button. And again, you guys, it is right here, kind of up here towards the upper, you're going to see right-hand side of the screen. All right, so some other things that I want to touch base on is they also have this function in here called search nearby. Now your location services do need to be turned on your mobile device. And what that does is it uses your current location wherever you're at, and it will find properties near you. So, the beautiful thing about that is if you just got done showing a client home and they go, hey, what about that one? And there's a beautiful home across the street for the for sale sign, and maybe it just came on the market, or maybe it had, you know, one less bedroom than what they wanted, and that's why it wasn't in your tour. But you can hit search nearby, and you're going to see it will pull up my current location, and I can see properties that are for sale. I could tap on it here if I'd like to, and I can say, oh yeah, you know, these ones, such and such, this has a pool, you didn't want a pool, so on and so forth. So this is pulling up based on your current location, which I love. So I'm going to go back into the hamburger menu, and that is that top one with the magnifying glass. That is that search nearby. Now we can save properties and save homes. So you're going to see the next menu, which is called saved. It has a little home to the left of it. So you'll see here if I have any saved homes, or if I go back in and I have any saved searches, those display right here. And I'm going to show you how to do both. Something else, if I did have any listings, and I'm not an agent, but if I did have any listings in the MLS, I could go in and view my listings right here under the My Listings menu, and those would pull up and show me where those are on the map. So I could pull those up quite easily, and that does sync, which is lovely. If I need to search for another agent, which is really great, this is a really quick agent search. So if I want to pull myself up here, I can go ahead, type my name in, and you can see, look, I work for MetroList, and you know, maybe I needed this agent's email or phone number or whatnot. I have that right there at my fingertips, which is really lovely. I love having access to that. Look at phone number. I could actually, I'm on my mobile phone, I could call or text them right from here, which is very handy. Okay. Now, contacts. So here is where you can access and enter contacts into this mobile device here. So you're going to see here contacts, and at the upper you're going to see right hand side I can import if I'd like to. So you can see import my phone contacts if I'd like. I can absolutely do that, okay, right from there. So, or if I would like, at the lower right hand corner, I can manually add a contact by tapping new and entering them in. I can do a first and last name, their email address, phone number. You're going to see here I can even put private notes, maybe where they're searching at, what they're looking for. And you can see here Mo Money, I have them as an example here, wants to live in El Dorado Hills. So you can see here, and I have my other really good long-standing client, Big Spender. Okay, and you can see here his daughter's name is Sarah. I can see any searches that he has saved, homes he has saved. So really, really cool little functionality in there when you do add clients and connect with them. So, and we're going to get to connecting with them in a moment. You're also going to see here there's a little mortgage calculator. So your clients also have access to this mortgage calculator. You can see here, you can absolutely adjust property price, down payment, interest rate. There's even more options at the bottom, and you'll see property taxes, homeowner insurance, HOA dues, PMI, on or off, which is really, really cool. So great little calculator right here at your fingertips and at their fingertips. Now here is where you can share the app. Now there's another place to do this I'm going to show you in a moment, but if you want to connect with your clients and have this app branded with your information to go to your clients, you can just simply share the app. And it says here, share your branded app. When you share your app, we make it easy for others to message you. They'll see your name, photo, properties, front and center. So you can text, email, or even post that link for sharing online. So absolutely, or you can send it in a message. So you have the option to do either or. So you can see here, I have some people's names here I could connect with, or if I hit share and I want to send this in a message, look at that. I can absolutely enter a phone number in and share it. I could even come down here, you guys, and I could customize the message that goes to my client. Okay, you can see right here, this is Melissa. But if I wanted to, you know, maybe put this in my own voice or whatnot, I absolutely could. So just to share with you. All right, so that is your hamburger menu. That is the left-hand menu that I wanted to walk through. And again, that is here in your upper, you're going to see left-hand corner of the screen right here, okay? So this is what's considered our hamburger menu. All right, so let's talk about some other things. Right here, we have our search bar. And if I if I actually click on this X right here, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on that. You're going to notice that I can actually, and let me clear the highlighter. I get carried away with highlighter sometimes, but I can actually search by city, zip code, address, school, or MLS number. You have absolutely more filters, and this allows you, and I did that quickly. Let me show you where I did that. I have more filters right here in the upper right hand side, and when I tapped on that, you're going to see it slides that menu open, and I can add more filters to this particular search here that I'm doing. Okay, at the bottom, oh, and it does close if you're in there and you're not moving around, but you can save the search. You'll see here, you can search homes. Okay. And if you do plug a lot of criteria in and you go, hey, you know what, I want to start from scratch again, you can absolutely reset everything. And that little, that is actually a link right there that will allow you to reset your current search. So that's really handy dandy too. When you do access this app, it will have the last set of search criteria you ran previously. So absolutely always reset when you come in here. So you're making sure to pull up single family homes and not the condos you were maybe searching for yesterday. Now you can see here in the upper left-hand corner, it says 75 of the newest properties. And before I get into searching, I want to show you a few last things here. This little arrow, this is just like the near me. So you can see here I have the arrow, and if I tap on that, it is going to find all the properties near my current location. You can see where I'm currently at the Metrolist main office in Sacramento. So there I am. And let's talk about this one right here. This is a little pencil. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I can absolutely draw my search area. So there's a way for me to do that. So I'm going to tap the pencil here. And let's say this is a desirable area your client is really interested in. They would like to live here. This is a subdivision. It's assisted, you know, it's a senior community, whatnot. You can absolutely draw around it, tap apply, and it's going to pull up all the properties within that vicinity, you know, and of course we could have more filters, which we'll do in a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to clear this. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to clear this search right here, and we'll do a few more things here. So this globe now, and this is right here, lower left-hand corner, this is going to show me an aerial view of the property. So I get this lovely aerial view with the street overlays that I can see. And I can even get a little bit closer. I can see parcel outlines. I can see streets and cross streets, which is lovely. So that's what that tool does. Now, one of the other tools in here that I want to show you is this spot function. So it's this right here. It looks like a little house with almost like a little line underneath it. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that, and you're going to see here. And give me 1 minute. I'm going to pull up some properties here. And the cool thing is, again, it's using your location services. I am in a commercial building right now, which it may not function quite as intended. Sometimes I notice when I'm inside, it doesn't like to work quite right. Oh, there we go. So look at this. You're going to see here, it will pull up the properties near me. Look at Jansen Drive, 288 yards. I can pull this property up here, and I can see this is Sacramento, bedrooms, bathrooms, year built. And absolutely, if I, you know, touch that little blue arrow to the upper right, it will take me in to view the whole property details. So I can go in and I can see the details on the property. You're going to see at the bottom lower right, I could favorite this. So I can tap on that little heart. You kind of saw that, like, you know, kind of turn red. I could share this in a message to Mo Money, your big spender. You can see here, or anyone else I've added. And or I can use this little square with the up arrow at the lower left-hand corner, and I could share it in that fashion. I could text or, you know, Facebook or Messenger this to whomever I would like. So that's really cool because, again, when you are standing outside, I can absolutely see properties that are near me. I can keep turning my phone and it's going to find properties in my general vicinity, and I can check those out. Now, I've added a lot of filters here today. you know, I've had it active under contract, so I wanted to make sure I'm kind of an industrial area and I wanted to make sure that I could pull things up, but you can absolutely go in there to the filters and change statuses at any time. As you can see, when I do, I have a whole lot less property show up. So I'm going to tap done at the upper. You're going to see right-hand corner. I tapped done and it takes me out of that feature. And let's just go back to your regular map. All right. So before I plug in criteria, this is a very straightforward app, which is lovely. But let me show you a few other things. Down here, you're going to have a list view. So if I tap list right now, it's taking all those properties I had on my screen and it's pulling them up in a list type of fashion. Now at the top, I can sort those price, high to low, price low to high, listing date, newest to oldest, square feet, high to low, or square feet, low to high, which is great. So maybe I want to do price low to high. Here we go. And as your clients or as you are going through these, you can absolutely tap on the heart and favorite those. If you want to go in and see more details, you can tap on the property and view more details on that particular listing, which is lovely. Okay. Now, if I tap on this one more time, lower left, you're going to see it will take us back to the map view. So I just wanted to show that to you. Now, the middle, it looks like a little chat bubble. This is your communication between you and your clients or maybe other agents. So you can see here this communication I had with my quote unquote client, and I'm going to show you how to send a property in just a moment, but this is what it looks like here. And then any activity, this is your lower, you're going to see right-hand corner and any searches that you've saved or your clientele has saved. You can absolutely see what they have done and you can kind of see any changes. I can go in and I can expand any one of these and look at the properties that they're taking a peek at. Or at any time, I want to show you this at the upper right-hand corner, I could invite. So this is another place I can invite clients. So, and again, here, look at share your branded app, text, email, or post online, or send in a message. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of that and let me go back here to my search. Now, you're going to see I have these filters. And so first, let's search by city. I can search by any city. If there's a city you guys would like me to search in particular, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and search Folsom. So you're going to see as I type in a city, comma, you state, it will absolutely pop up for you. Look at Folsom, California, Folsom, New Mexico, so on and so forth. And it looks like I have a hand raised. So let me go ahead and I will unmute you. Hi, Dorothy. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, so if I want to search something out of our area, can we do that also, like say Santee, California?
No, these are, so HomeSnap is just utilized in our primary search areas for MetroList.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yep, but if you do want to use an app called HomeSnap, you can search outside of our primary areas just because of the licensing and whatnot with that app. It's just designed a little differently. So here, I'm going to tap Folsom, California, and you're going to see it will actually pull up the boundary lines, which is lovely. It's showing you that city of Folsom and how to run your search. Now, what if I wanted to, you know, take the border off right here? I absolutely could. So I can just click on this X right here, and it's going to take off that city of Folsom that I just plugged in. Now, of course, I could also search by zip code, address, school, or MLS number. Let me go ahead and I'll pull up an address search. It's pretty awesome. So I actually ended up doing this search a little bit earlier. And so I could show you an example. So let's say here 320, and this is a beautiful home on 41st Street. Okay, and this is in Sacramento, California. So you're gonna see here, it kind of zooms us in, it pulls it right back up, and maybe a client called me and said, hey, can you do a little research on 320 41st Street? And here we go, we have it right at our fingertips, really easy peasy search, which I love, okay? Something else that I can do and you guys all love is you can actually even search by school. You can see some of my previous searches that I ran you know, within the last few weeks right here listed below. Look at Davis Senior High School, or if I did Wood Creek here, You can see this is actually a high school in my neck of the woods in Placer County. So if I go here, it's going to search by those boundary lines, and I can see all the properties for sale right around the high school. Now, I'd absolutely always check those boundary lines. I would check with the district and whatnot, but still an awesome feature that I like to show you. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's add a few more filters. We're going to save some searches, we're going to save some properties, and we're going to go through property detail. So if I want to add filters on here, you're going to see I can start at the top, and I have too many statuses selected, and let's just say for today we want to look at active, but of course we could look at closed or pending. Maybe we're kind of trying to do a CMA on the fly. We could do that. But we'll stick with active and residential. Now, any price point, I can use this little slide here, and I can go, okay, $850 or less. I can go ahead and do that. I can type in, I know they want a minimum of 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Oops, excuse me, got a little carried away with the plus there. Year built, look, you can plug square feet in, garage spaces, list date, you'll see here from today to the last year if you'd like. Those are some options. You can see properties that were reduced in the last 7 days, homes with pools. Pools have been a big deal, right? Or open houses only. Now, what if I wanted to save this search? And maybe Dorothy, you're my newest client, right? Sorry, I'm gonna use your name if you don't mind, and I'm gonna save this as a saved search. I could give this a name, and you can see it's going based on, the criteria plugged in. And I can say, okay, this one was for Dorothy. Okay. And I can say, hey, I'm going to, notify me of any listing updates. And, maybe I want to be notified, and then I can send those her way. Look at, I can do that instantly, daily, or never. Maybe I just come and run this as a saved search. I can. So you can receive these updates. And this is one of the enhancements that was made to this app within the last year or so. So once I tap done, that's a saved search. Now, also what I'm going to do today is I'm going to search homes. So lower with all that criteria, let's check out the search for Dorothy. And you can see here, these are all the homes, the 38 results. And again, I'm seeing the number right here and how they pull up. So if I want to tap on one of these properties here, I can absolutely go in here and I can see this one on Jack London. I can see here 1184 Rudgwick Drive. And so let's go ahead and tap on this one. Now, something that I can do is I can absolutely I'm thumbing to the left and I'm looking through the pictures. It's very easy to do so. You're going to see right now I'm in what's called highlights. Here are the agent remarks. And this is because you have agent only access. Remember, I'm logging in as a MetroList subscriber. So here I have the public remarks, and I'm just tapping these two right here. Here's the confidential information. And look at, very important, right? Showing information right here. We can see the lot size. I could even see the listing agent information, and I could send Barbara a message right here, or I could call her, which is awesome, right from my mobile device. Here's the history, and I can even see when it was last sold. And here's your little mortgage calculator. Now, without scrolling back up, I can actually tap on details, and this is basically going to let me see a full property detail right here, just like you see in the MLS, with all of the amenities and qualities of this home. Now, the third menu is neighborhood. So you're going to see here, I can see an aerial photo of that neighborhood, and look, I can even see, I peek and I see it has a pool, right? I could go ahead and I could get directions from my current location. I could see the street view. So if I want to see the street view of this property, look at this. Here's the street view, and I have my little laser pointer on it right now, and I can get a feel for what that neighborhood looks like. It's pretty incredible. There's someone walking. Okay, I'm going to close out right here. Okay, and I can even see nearby coffee shops, right? Coffee is important in real estate industry for a lot of us, or tea. I know some like tea. You can see here, there's Starbucks. I'm just typing in, there's Arco. So there's different donuts, of course, goes great with coffee. There you go. So there's some of the amenities that are close by. Now it's even giving you the walk score. So this one's car dependent. Almost all errands required by car, the school information, so on and so forth. Now, again, lower, you're going to see right-hand corner. I could favorite that. I could share this in a message, and maybe I want to send this to my client. And again, I want to show you what this looks like. Okay. You know, maybe I go check out, oops, the pool. And I'm going to hit send, and I'm my own best or worst client, however you want to look at it. I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Okay, so I can share in that way, or of course, right here, I could have shared again via text. I could share on Facebook. I could share Messenger. However, I can text, you know, or I could just copy the link you can see below here. So you have so many different options for sharing. Now I'm going to close out of this property right here, and I'm going to go back to my map. All right. So if I go to the list view, I want to show you something else. Now, again, I'm looking at all those properties in this list type view, and without clicking on the detail, I want to show you can actually take a peek at all the property photos. And you can go, oh yeah, you know what, this is one I absolutely need to send to my good client, Melissa, or you know what, she's not going to be interested because she told me she didn't want this XYZ layout. So I love that without having to go into the property, you can absolutely see a lot of great detail. Okay. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to go back to the map, and let's take a peek at those messages. So we just got a message, right? And I'm going to take a peek here, and you're going to see, look at, check out the pool. Now, if I would have had another phone, I would have been messaging back and forth. It absolutely would have popped up for me. It does show a notification on a badge on the app when you do get a notification. And as your client is looking through these two, look at, they can also thumb through the photos, or they can tap on it and they can view the full listing minus the confidential information, by the way, you guys. Okay, which is awesome. Now, if I go back to the map, what do your saved searches look like? And so let me show you what those look like. So, and I'm going to kind of revisit one thing that we took a peek at earlier. So let's look at what those look like for my contacts. So if I go in here and under big spender, you can see here any property that he has saved, absolutely, it's going to be right here. Okay. They can also go in and hide homes, but you can still see what they have hidden. Lastly, you can see any saved searches. So if you come in here and you're going to take a peek at Big Spender's save search, okay, it would show you anything that matched the criteria. And there's probably nothing depending upon what I plugged in previously, which I can't remember off the top of my head. I apologize. Okay, so that's awesome. Now I can also at the bottom send them a message, which is great. Now, if I have saved any of my own searches, just like I did a moment ago, you're going to see right up here, saved. So remember, here is the saved homes. Okay, so I can go ahead and I can see those 10 saved homes, and these are all homes that I've saved previously. Okay, and you can see here the listing date, newest to oldest, and this is the one that on Rudgwick that I added earlier. If I want to see saved searches, here they are. Now, what if I want to eliminate a saved search, or what if I want to edit? So I can come in here and I can take a peek at those, but let me show you. Again, I just hit the hamburger menu to come back. If I click edit, look, I can come in and I can delete if I'd like. Maybe I want to get rid of one of these. How about this one in Folsom? Okay, and do I want to delete this? Absolutely. Or if I come in here and I tap on this, I can actually edit the search. So when I'm in the edit mode, all I do is tap right here instead of here, and it allows me to edit for Melissa. And you know what? Maybe I want to, you know, add some bedrooms on here or whatnot, and you can see it modified that search. Okay. So one thing, you guys, I love about HomeSpotter here, it is such a simple app. It is easy to share, has so much detail. It has that near me function, which I find comes in really handy in your market, just to see all the properties around you for sale. That spot function, which was awesome right down here. You can have your whole roster of contacts added in your hamburger menu. So right here. And again, any search that you decide under filter that you would like to save, okay, you can do so right down here. Now, when you come in again to activity, and this is what we're going to wrap with, whether this is your client's activity or activity based on searches you ran, you can see here there's 2 new properties. Your saved search has a new listing, okay, and you can see all of that activity, which is awesome. Okay, I love it. So, in a nutshell, let's go back. This is what we covered today, you guys, and I really appreciate your time. We talked about downloading the app. Again, remember, from your iPhones, your App Store, Android, Play Store, that spot function. Remember, you do need to have your location services turned on your phone to be able to utilize that. Your contacts and how to add them manually. You can add them from your phone list if you'd like to. It gave you that functionality. The interactive chat and how easy that is to utilize, and the fact that you don't have to click on the property to view the photos, you can just slide through those. I love that, whether it's on the agent side or you're sharing that within chat. I think it's a great way to connect with clients. We went through searching, the different methods of searching. Remember, you have zip code, city, MLS number. You can search by school, which is awesome. So you have lots of different options with searching, and then even saving. And we went through your search results and what that looks like. You have some sorting functions. You can favorite those searches and see all the details on those particular listings, including walk score. So you guys, hey, thank you so much for your time today. I truly, truly appreciate it. This is what I'm going to leave you with. Here is the name of my department. Again, my name is Melissa Backey. I'm the senior trainer for MetroList. Here is our phone number to reach out and call. And if you have a question, you can absolutely give us a call, or you can email us training@metrolist.net.